All right, thank you very much. So I'm going to call the meeting to order. We do have a physical quorum, but we also have telephonic participation. So, but before we do we have anyone who has filed and asked to make public comment in the course of Public Chapter 300?
No, sir, we have not received any requests for public comment.
All right, thank you very much. So, you mind calling the roll for us, Ms. Thompson?
I'd be happy to.
Thank you.
Treasurer Lillard,
Here.
Secretary Hargett,
Here.
Commissioner Bryson,
Here.
Mayor Bradshaw,
Here.
Ms. Mayor Brown on the line.
Yes, I'm here.
All right.
Thank you.
We do have a quorum, and I also want the minutes to reflect that we have the wonderful one, the venerable Justin P. Wilson here in an advisory capacity today. So first item of business is approval of the minutes from the TLDA meeting of October 9, 2023. They are in your packet. They do appear to be in order. Do we have any questions, comments? If not, I'll entertain a motion.
Move to approve.
Properly moved.
Second.
Properly seconded. Any discussion? Hearing none. Ms. Thompson, call the roll, please.
Treasurer Lillard,
Here.
Secretary Hargett,
Excuse me. Yes, I vote yes. I vote here.
Yes.
Commissioner Bryson,
Yes.
Mayor Bradshaw,
Yes.
Mayor Brown.
Yes.
All right. The minutes are approved. Our next item may sound very familiar, but it's a consideration of approval for amendment to the financial advisor contract with PFM Financial Advisors, LLC. This is the part, Ms. Thompson, you tell us that you're very happy with them. They've done a good job for us, but I don't want to steal your thunder, so go ahead and do it yourself.
No, that's fine. Thank you, Mr. Chair.
All right. Chair will entertain a motion to approve.
So moved. Second.
Probably moved, properly second. Any discussion? Hearing none. Ms. Thompson, call the roll, please.
Treasurer Lillard,
Yes.
Secretary Hargett,
Yes.
Commissioner Bryson,
Yes.
Mayor Bradshaw,
Yes.
Mayor Brown.
Yes.
All right. So the amendment is approved. Now, I believe we have Ms. Vina Jones with us, who is going to talk to us about drinking water loans. She's going to review the balances of the accounts with us, and if it's without objection, we're going to take up all of the loans at once.
Sounds great.
Well, I'm asking if they object too. That's really, I appreciate you, Ms. Jones. I want to make sure my fellow committee members are good with that. Go ahead, Ms. Jones.
Good afternoon, everybody. Thank you for having me. Today we're talking about Drinking Water State Revolving Fund Loan Program loan requests from 3 separate communities. We have an unobligated balance in the drinking water program of $98,288,051 before the potential approval of these loans. We have 5 loans requested. They include the town of Huntington for an amount of $1,600,000 and a principal forgiveness amount of $400,000. 3 Fayetteville loans, one for $500,000, which is a planning loan. It has a principal forgiveness of $250,000. A construction loan for $7,700,000 with a principal forgiveness amount of $7,500,000. And another Fayetteville loan of $540,000 and principal forgiveness in the amount of $1,260,000. We also have Etowah request, drinking water loan. The loan amount is $275,000 with a principal forgiveness amount of $250,000. And finally, a loan for Cleveland Utility Authority for their drinking water program in the amount of $3,927,750. Total loan request for this meeting is $24,252,750, giving the remaining funds available for loan obligation, if these loans are approved, of $74,035,301.
All right, you've heard the report of fund balance. Any questions, comments?
I have a question.
Commissioner?
I have a question about the city of Fayetteville.
Yes, sir.
I've never seen a match percentage as high as this. It's 169%. Can you kind of explain why that's okay and a little bit?
So I don't think that I can do that very
Okay.
well. I think that their is a percentage of their state shared taxes. So when we do the financial sufficiency review, we're really looking at whether or not their rates are generating enough revenue to repay that debt service, and not really relying on their state shared taxes to do that.
Right.
So I anticipate that is why.
So when you look directly at the revenue, you feel very comfortable that they were able to do this, even though it's a pretty big number for them, right?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Okay.
We also include depreciation, the anticipated depreciation in that revenue, cost, and expense every year. So we've kind of taken into account that additional.
When I looked at these, it seems like a really big number for that utility, and that's why I wanted to ask you about that, but thank you. Thank you, Mr. Chairman.
Great question, Commissioner. So any further questions? Hearing none, let's dig into the loans. So if you will describe them all at once, and then I'll anticipate a motion in a second. We'll vote them all at one time, okay?
Fabulous. These are all drinking water loans. Most of them are for construction. A couple of them are for planning and design. And we are giving principal forgiveness for those entities that are disadvantaged. Those that are not disadvantaged, of course, they get that subsidized interest rate, but no principal forgiveness. How else would you like me to describe them?
I think you need to describe what Huntington is doing.
Oh,
you
said I'll approve all at once. Yes, sir. So first we have, I think you kind of threw me off when you had your initial statement. So first,
I apologize. I know you're a veteran of this committee.
So we have the town of Huntington. Their requested funding is $2 million. The term for this loan is 20 years, and their ability to pay index, or the level of advantage or disadvantage, is low, and it's at 10%. They get an additionally subsidized interest rate, giving them a 1.54 interest rate on that 20-year term loan. The total project cost for the distribution system improvements, where they're going to replace existing water lines on Main Street and extend water lines to existing citizens along Highway 70. That cost is $2 million. We are giving them an SRF loan principal of 80% of that at $1.6 million and a principal forgiveness of $400,000. The town of Huntington is in Carroll County. They were on the priority ranking list in 2021. They were 7 of 72 on that list, and they had the public meeting for this construction project in September of 2023. Their current operating revenues are $2,779,000, sponsored by their current rate of $37.06 per 5,000 gallons for their 2,501 person customer base. Their audit was filed late. They did submit information on why that is. They had an updated financial sufficiency review in August of 2023, and we consider them sufficient to repay this SRF loan. They have pledged their unobligated state shared taxes in an amount equal to the maximum annual debt service. Their state shared taxes from the prior fiscal year totaled $709,461. Their prior obligations are $128,743.20. For this loan, their debt service will be $93,002, taking it to a total of $221,745.20, which is a low 31.25% of their maximum annual debt service. Next, we have the city of Fayetteville. They're requesting a drinking water loan in the amount of $800,000 for the term of 5 years. This indicates it's a planning and design loan. Their ATPI is 40. They are also a disadvantaged community. That gives them a subsidized interest rate of 2.1% for the term of that loan. The total project cost for this expansion of the existing water treatment plant from 4.5 million gallons to 8 million gallons is $800,000. We are giving them a loan principal of $550,000 and principal forgiveness of $250,000. Fayetteville's in Lincoln County, was on the priority ranking list in 2022, was 82 of 143 applicants, and they had their public meeting for this project in October of 2023. Their current operating revenues is $6,724,000, sponsored by the current rate of $43.21 per 5,000 gallons, charged to their 4,739 person customer base. Their audit report was filed late. They provided a letter justifying why, and they had a financial sufficiency review held in July of 2023. They have also pledged their unobligated state shared taxes in the amount equal to their maximum annual debt service under this loan agreement. Their state shared taxes from the prior fiscal year is $1,165,788. Their prior obligation, $1,345,051. And we can see with the 3 loans that they have requested, this one being $115,972, that the total annual debt service they will be responsible for is $1,975,410, representing a large percentage, over 100% of their state share taxes. The City of Fayetteville is also asking for a $15,200,000 construction loan for a 20-year term with a subsidized interest rate of 2.3%. This is a water line replacement of approximately 83,000 linear feet of aging lines to improve service to its customers. The total project cost for this is being subsidized with a loan principal of $7,700,000 and a principal forgiveness component of $7,500,000. Again, they're in Lincoln County. We're on the 2022 priority ranking list. This project ranked 56 of 143. They had their public meeting for this action also in October of 2023. Their operating revenues is $6,724,460, sponsored by their rate for their 4,739 customers. They had a financial sufficiency review for this loan in August 22 of 2023, and we found them to be sufficient. Again, pledging their state shared taxes for their annual debt service. This loan will require $480,677, putting their total again of annual debt service to $1,975,410, which is 169% of their state share taxes. The final loan for Fayetteville is another drinking water loan request for $1.8 million worth of funding for a 20-year term. They have a subsidized interest rate for that action of 2.3%. This is for water treatment improvements to their facility and to improve disinfection byproduct control. It also includes the demolition of an old water treatment plant that is no longer in use. This project comes with a loan principal of $540,000 and forgiveness for Fayetteville of $1,260,000. This project was 83 of 143 on the priority ranking list. They had their public meeting in October of 2023, and their operating revenues of $6,724,460 generated by their $43.21 user rate per 5,000 gallons for their 4,739 customer base is sufficient enough to manage this debt. They had an updated financial sufficiency review in August of 2023. And like the 2 prior, their state shared taxes, they have pledged their state shared taxes in an amount equal to their maximum annual debt service. They received from the prior fiscal year $1,165,788. Their prior obligations is slightly more than that of $1,345,051. The requirement for repayment for this loan is $33,710 annually, giving them a total of $1,975,410, which exceeds their percentage of their state, which is a high percentage of their state share taxes, 169%. We also have the city of Etowah requesting a drinking water loan, planning and design of $525,000. It is a 5-year term. Etowah is a disadvantaged community. They are receiving a subsidized interest rate of 1.78%. This planning and design project is to evaluate the expansion and distribution system improvements, potentially expanding the existing drinking water treatment plant from 4.2 million gallons a day to 8 million gallons a day, and the potential to construct the new booster pump station to replace an existing one. The total project cost for planning and design of these elements is $525,000. They are receiving an SRF loan principal of $275,000 with principal forgiveness of $250,000. Etowah is in McMinn County. They were on the 2022 priority ranking list. This project ranked 112 of 143. Etowah held their public meeting in October of 2023. They have an operating revenue of $4,175,084, generated by their rates of $48.26 per 5,000 gallons charged to their 4,773 customers. Their audit report was filed late. They provided a reasonable justification for why. They had a financial sufficiency review in August of 2023 and were considered financially sufficient to carry the debt for this particular loan. This borrower pledges its unobligated state shared taxes in the amount equal to the maximum annual debt service requirements under the loan agreement. The state shared taxes received by the borrower from the state in the prior fiscal year was $539,616. Their prior obligations include $163,452. This loan will require them an annual debt service of $57,525, bringing their total to $220,977, which is 40.95% of their state share taxes. The final loan in this package is Cleveland Utility Authority Drinking Water Loan Request for a construction loan totaling $3,927,750. It has a term of 20 years. Cleveland Utilities is not disadvantaged. Therefore, their interest rate does not have an additional subsidy attached to it, so it's at 3.88%. This project is for drinking water improvements. They want to construct a sodium hypochlorite feed system to replace the existing chlorine feed system at the Cleveland filter plant. The total project cost for this project is $3,927,750. Their loan principal is for the same amount, $3,927,750. They're in Bradley County. They were on the 2022 priority ranking list. This project ranked 63 of 143 on that list. And Cleveland Utility Authorities held their public meeting for this project in April of 2023. Cleveland has a robust operating revenue of $35,046,595. They have a current rate of $33.79 per 5,000 gallons for their customer base of 33,439 households. They had a timely filing of their audit report. Yay. And they were considered financially sufficient with a review that happened in March of 2023. The Cleveland Utility Authorities is required to do a security deposit equal to 1 year's maximum annual debt service to be submitted before funds are dispersed to the borrower. The anticipated required security deposit for this loan is $282,645.
Ms. Jones, I'm terribly sorry to do this to you. Mr. Dunn was telling me that the online system wasn't working, so we're going to go through all this again, okay? I move to approve all the
Chairman, I
items.
second.
Properly moved, properly second. Any discussion? Hearing none, let's take a vote, Ms. Thompson.
Treasurer Lillard,
Aye.
Secretary Harden,
Aye.
Commissioner Bryson,
Aye.
Mayor Bradshaw,
Yes.
Mayor Brown.
Mayor Brown? Well, I guess we'll have to approve without her then.
She's overwhelmed.
Yeah. Thank you very much. So the item is approved. Do we have any further business, Ms. Thompson?
We do not.
Let's call the roll. Well, excuse me, I move we adjourn.
Second.
Second. Now let's call the roll.
Treasurer Lillard,
Aye.
Secretary Harden,
Aye.
Commissioner Bryson,
Aye.
Mayor Bradshaw,
Aye.
Mayor Brown.
She can stay on here. We stand adjourned. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much.